Hello everyone, Chief Meteorologist Matt Holiner here. I'm going to be covering the weather for all of Lee Enterprises Midwest newspapers and websites. I figured I'd get started with the Thanksgiving weekend forecast. Obviously, it's an important one, so let's get right to it. Starting with this morning. Obviously, today is a huge travel day. And if you're going to be driving anywhere across the Midwest during the day, it's looking good. Look during the morning hours. Only isolated rain and snow showers across the Rockies, parts of North Dakota and South Dakota. But that said, look how much of the country is going to be dry. That is excellent news for anybody who not only is driving anywhere, but flying anywhere as well. Afternoon hours. What are we looking at? Notice not much of a change here. Notice that across Nebraska, dry, Iowa, Illinois, Oklahoma. But if you look really close, look at those tiny green dots starting to pop up. Maybe very late afternoon, we could see the beginning of rain. Now we jump ahead to the evening hours and notice that things start to change. Yeah, that's going to be scattered rain showers developing from Texas across Oklahoma, Missouri, Illinois, and even into parts of Indiana. Why? A cold front. And I tell you what, today's not going to be a very cold day, but it is going to be a windy day, thanks to this advancing cold front. Notice Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin all staying dry, but showers are particularly going to develop during the evening hours tonight. I'll tell you what, though, if you look overnight, after midnight is our best chance of rain. Notice darker shades of green showing up. There's not going to be very much in the way of heavy rain. We're certainly not concerned about any severe storms or flooding. This is mostly going to be light to moderate rain, and it's going to be most widespread across Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana after midnight tonight. So, if you're waiting to hit the roads until you get off of work, the earlier you can get started, the better. So if you could leave work a little bit early, even better. But just know the later that you drive tonight, the more likely it is you're going to encounter rain if you're going to be driving in parts of Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. So what about temperatures for today? Well, because most of us are going to be on the warm side of the cold front, it's not going to clear yet. Look at these temperatures that are going to be above normal. And that's one thing I want to stress on these temperature maps I'm going to show you. The numbers are the high temperatures that are expected. The colors, though, this is something we do a little bit differently. It's kind of to help show how temperatures are going to vary across the country compared to what's normal. So those shades of yellow and orange show above normal temperatures. Those shades of green and blue show temperatures that are below normal. The blue, more below normal than those shades of green. The orange and red, more above normal temperatures than usual. So that's what the color shades mean here. So above normal temperatures, eastern Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, and into Indiana. Notice the temperatures are mainly going to be in the low to mid 50s because the cold front hasn't cleared. But look at how things change for Wednesday night, tonight. We're looking at those temperatures that are going to be coming down significantly in places where the cold front clears. Look how it's only going to be around 18 in central Nebraska, but still 38 around Chicago. Well, these temperatures are going to be a little bit more uniform for Thanksgiving Day when the cold front has cleared everywhere. So speaking of Thanksgiving Day, what are we looking at as far as precipitation? Now, I can't rule out some leftover rain, particularly in southern Illinois and Indiana, Thanksgiving morning. So tomorrow morning, still some leftover showers. The rest of the Midwest is looking dry, and I do think it's just very morning hours and early afternoon Thanksgiving where we're still going to be dealing with rain in Illinois and Indiana. Then it's going to clear, and all that rain is going to push off to the south and east as that cold front keeps moving. Overall, though, it does look like Thanksgiving Day, of all the days over this holiday weekend, is going to be overall the coldest day for the Midwest. Look at these high temperatures that we're expecting. A big change from what we're seeing today. Tomorrow, looking at a high temperature only around 39 in Chicago, 37 in Omaha. A little bit warmer in western Nebraska, but you can see, especially focused on Iowa, temperatures that are well below normal. And keep this in mind, it's going to be breezy as well. So there is going to be a wind chill factor. In fact, for a lot of us, I think the feels like temperatures are going to struggle to even reach the 30s. I think feels like temperatures a lot of the day for Thanksgiving are going to be in the 20s. So do stay bundled up and continue to stay bundled up for Thursday night because I know people are going to be lining up to hit the stores. Some early morning, late night Black Friday shopping. Look at the temperatures that we're expecting. Yeah, temperatures in the teens to around 20 degrees, probably in most places no warmer than the mid-20s. across the Midwest. So it is going to be a cold night. Now, the good news is for Thursday night, I think the winds will have died down. A breezy day Thursday. It doesn't look breezy Thursday night and early Friday morning. It's just going to be flat out cold. So hats and gloves, a good idea for that early morning, late night Black Friday shopping. And overall, look how many places are going to be dry across the country on Friday. High pressure firmly in control. But one thing to point out, look at that warm front laying up across North, South Dakota, Nebraska. That's going to cause some temperature variation, already trying to warm back up. And one thing I'll mention, though I think most are going to stay dry, there is the slightest chance, usually warm fronts don't produce as much precipitation as cold fronts, but there is the slightest chance of a little rain-snow mix ahead of that warm front. So places like Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, could there be a brief rain-snow shower that moves over you? Yes. More than likely, though, it's going to stay dry. But that means there'll still be a little bit of cloud cover around as well. But I think much of Friday is going to be dry. The chance of precipitation very low. Temperatures. Look at the variation in these temperatures. We're talking about temperatures in western Nebraska. They're going to be in the low 60s. But notice how it gets colder as you go to the east. Yeah, northern Illinois, northern Indiana, maybe just the mid-30s. Only around 40 degrees in southern Illinois. So it just depends. Friday is for that Black Friday shopping. Obviously, it depends on where you are as how you're going to have to dress. Some folks are going to be really bundled up. But folks in Nebraska, man, it's shaping up to be a nice Black Friday. Just depends on where you are. Friday night. Notice that there's still some temperature variation here as well. Look at Wisconsin, low 20s. Over in Nebraska, it's still going to be a cold night, but not as cold. And notice that those temperatures above normal for this time of year. Low to mid 30s, it looks like, across the state of Nebraska. Okay, now let's talk about Saturday. Because this is going to be a cold front, another cold front, that's going to be coming behind that warm front. It does bring us a chance of precipitation, slightly higher than Friday, but not as high as what we're looking at tonight. This front that's going to be arriving on Saturday, not as strong as the front that's going to be arriving tonight across the area. That said, it's just strong enough, it looks like, to produce some isolated rain and snow showers. So, as is typically the case, precipitation will start to the west first and move to the east as we go through the day. So for Saturday morning, the best chance of rain is going to be in eastern Nebraska, western Iowa. But notice as we go into Wednesday afternoon, the chance of rain already gone for Nebraska, but it starts to push into Illinois, Wisconsin, over in Indiana. And yes, farther north you are, where those temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler, it'll probably be coming down as snow, not significant snow. Again, this isn't going to be all day afternoon rain and all afternoon snow, but just keep in mind that there could be some rain and snow showers around. Evening hours, notice the precipitation leaving Iowa and mainly focused across Wisconsin, Illinois, and transitioning into Indiana. Overnight, Saturday night, starting to wind down in Illinois and Wisconsin and mainly focused over Indiana. And I tell you what, if you look into Sunday, I think there'll be a little bit of precipitation left over in Indiana Sunday morning, but then the rest of the Midwest is going to be dry. In fact, even Indiana, you should probably dry out by Sunday afternoon as this front, again, moves over us. And I noticed that you see those shades of blue there for a prolonged amount of time, but I do want to stress that this is not a lot of rain. This is not a lot of snow. It's just a chance for some light precipitation if you even have accumulating snow, which certainly isn't going to happen everywhere. I'm talking about snowfall accumulations in parts of Wisconsin, Illinois, and Indiana, half an inch or less. So nothing to worry about, nothing that's going to cause major issues. All right, talking about temperatures for Saturday. Again, some variation depending on what time that front arrives for you. Notice mid to upper 50s across Nebraska, mainly in the 40s for Iowa, upper 30s more likely in Wisconsin, and then some upper 40s in southern Illinois, but only around 40 in northern Illinois and northwest Indiana. Saturday night, again, a little bit of variation, but notice how temperatures starting to become a little bit uniform because by then the front will have moved over much of the wet Midwest. So we're looking at temperatures mid-20s, upper 20s, low 30s. In general, a little bit cooler than Friday night. Not much, though, because this isn't the strongest front. Sunday, the other big travel day. As I mentioned, still some isolated rain and snow showers in Indiana Sunday morning, but I think Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, the overnight hours of Sunday going to be dry across the Midwest. And if you're in places like Nebraska, Iowa, and certainly western Wisconsin, western Illinois, you're going to be dry all day on Sunday. And notice there's not a whole lot of precipitation showing up nationwide. So again, talking about the airports, notice that rain-snow mix will be transitioning to the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. So could there be some isolated delays at airports in the mid-Atlantic Northeast? Yes. Could there be some delays in South Texas with some scattered rain showers? Yes. And maybe up in the Pacific Northwest. Notice around the Seattle area, some rain coming down. And none of this looks like real heavy rain, no severe weather, no flooding, no heavy snow. And a lot of the country is going to be dry, so could there be some isolated delays at the airports? Yes. I don't expect widespread travel issues. If you're going to be driving across the Midwest on Sunday, just driving, not flying anywhere, again, looking pretty good, except for that small chance of a rain-snow mix, mainly across northern Indiana, Sunday morning. All right, so let's talk about temperatures. A big change with the front coming through? No. Notice that temperatures really just going to be, in most places, a few degrees cooler on Sunday than Saturday. That's a sign that it's not a very strong front. We're still looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 50s across a good chunk of Nebraska, but again, a little bit cooler over to the east. Again, largely in the 40s across Iowa, upper 30s, more likely in northern Illinois, northern Indiana, south central Wisconsin, and a little bit warmer in southern Illinois, looking at temperatures that are going to be in the upper 40s. And one more thing that I want to talk about for Sunday night, early Monday morning, as you head back to work. It's always hard after an extra long holiday weekend. What kind of temperatures we're going to be looking at late Sunday night, early Monday morning. Temperatures are mainly going to be mid-upper 20s, some places in the low 30s. So yes, it's going to be cold, but the good news is Monday morning looking dry, which is a good way to start when you have to go back to work. So I hope you found this video helpful. Hopefully you got some good information. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these forecast videos in the future. Look for more videos like this. Also look for more articles that are going to be running in the paper from me, and some web exclusive articles. Some will be in the paper and some will probably just be online, and I'll be posting some updates on social media as well. So lots of exciting things are on the way. Thanks for watching and have a great Thanksgiving.